Good afternoon, NBA 2K14 fans. It's Rashidi, your real 2K insider, and we're finally going to check out 2K's latest roster update, the November 9th update. They reported that it was going to be uploaded today around 10 o'clock, and I've been patiently waiting. It's finally been uploaded, so let's check it out. Alright, and this file is noteworthy because it's the first time that missing players are allegedly being added to the roster. So let's see how many they brought in. Okay, and I'll also be looking for any ratings changes. Okay. We're still missing Hollis Thompson. Still missing James Sutherland. Still missing Miroslav Raduljica. Udo is now healthy. He was injured. Okay. No ratings changes so far. Matthew Delavdova, I don't know how it's pronounced, but third string point guard for the Cavs. He's still missing. Phil Pressey has been added to the game. He's got his face. He was allegedly on the disc already. People found him in hex editing, I believe. So that's not surprising. I don't know what took them 6 weeks to finally add him to the game. So he's a 68 overall. Weak shooter, pretty good perimeter defense. I'm pretty sure that's related to his steals rating. Ball handling, B+. That's kind of low for a point guard, but I'm sure he's adequate. And athleticism, I'm sure he's got like a high stamina rating and speed. So let's check him out. So yeah, not a great outside shooter. Better than Rondo, but that's not saying much. He's a good ball handler. Not a great pass rating though. It's pretty much average for a point guard, but it's serviceable. He's pretty much just a serviceable player. That's a decent steal rating. Awareness ratings and consistency are in the tank. 99 stamina. Damn. That's a little unexpected. So yeah, that's Phil Pressey. Kind of run of the mill. Has no skills. He's not a high volume shooter. Just looking at his tendencies. And I'm not going to bother looking at his accessories. I'm sure he has none. Alright, so that was Phil Pressey. And I believe Vitor Faverani is in the game. 71 overall center. He is the Celtics starter, and that's actually 1 point off from where I have him rated. So his grades, be inside scoring, makes sense. Outside, he actually is a decent three-point shooter. They don't have his stats, of course, but how many threes did he hit this year? I've got his stats over here. He's 2 for 9 from the three-point line, so we'll see what his three-point rating is in a moment. Decent post defender, decent rebounder. So, okay, and I can already see 25 three-point rating, so that will deserve to go up. Because again, he does have three-point range. I think he's a better dunker than that in real life. Not a good ball handling rating, but that's to be expected. Most centers have a 35. Pretty good block rating. That's a good steal rating for a center. Hands rating sucks. Pretty good rebounder, especially on the offensive end. Just what the Celtics need is an offensive rebounder. Like, I mean, they already have Jared Sullinger, but he's Vitor starts because he's not Kelly Olynyk. So low stamina rating, he is a center, and low speed and quickness ratings, which is kind of what I expected. Alright, so we get an interior bruiser for the Celtics, and they already had that with Sullinger, but he's a much better shot blocker. So we can see the differences between him and Olynyk. Olynyk is actually a worse rebounder than this in real life. I'd like to see more than Olynyk is fast actually in real life. Not too much separation between their speed ratings, but Faverani is the much better shot blocker and steal player, so as well as defensive awareness. So he's a much better player defensively than Olynyk, which will probably make a lot of Celtics fans happy. So DeAndre Jordan, I believe, went up a point. I'll check that out in a moment. Once I cycled through, I'll go back to all the players I think were edited and find out for sure. So DeAndre Jordan's our first possible player edit with a +1 overall rating. And I just noticed all of the Stats Inc. hot streaks are missing again. Like they fade in and out in like every other roster update, which is kind of cute. Stats Inc. is like the most worthless thing that 2K has marketed this year. I don't think Prince went down. I think he was a 72. I'll have to verify that. Teague is still very underrated. Cartier Martin is still the highest rated small forward on the Hawks, even though both of these guys both start. And there's Antic, 65 overall, and he's a pretty good outside shooter for a center. That's pretty much all he actually has going for him. Not a great rebounder. Not a good defender at all. That's interesting. He's 6'11 and 260 pounds. I'm guessing he has a low block rating or something. Let's find out. Face-up center. Yeah, he's got 74 3-point rating. Okay, so he can stretch the floor with Antic. It's not a bad look. Got a good ball handling rating for a center. Really good ball handling rating, actually, for a center. That might lead the league. But you can see 44 block rating is very low. That's Kevin Love-esque. And not a good rebounder. Better on the offensive end than the defensive end, but you could probably say that about every front court player in 2K14. That's kind of the adjustments that they made to everybody's rating, and that's why you're seeing a lot more offensive rebounds this year than you did in past years, because the ratings are more or less all skewed and thrown off. Alright, so that's Antique. And the Grizzlies, do they have any missing players? No, they have no missing players. Neither do the Clippers. Okay. No changes for Miami. No changes for the Jazz. I doubt they'll get changed at all this year. Ditto for the Kings. They tend to go years without updates. J.R. Smith is restored to active duty. He was suspended for 5 games. He served his 5 games, so Knicks fans will be able to use him once again. And he's desperately needed as Tyson Chandler is sidelined since the last roster. Oh, and obviously the Knicks are missing both Chris Smith and Teray Murray, however you pronounce his name. It's funny, Wesley Johnson's a shooting guard, but he plays power forward for the Lakers. 2K will get to that never, probably. Nick Young and Xavier Henry are the small forwards on this team. Sean Williams also plays power forward. Good luck getting 2K to acknowledge that. And Gasol starts at center, although he did start at power forward the last two games. The Lakers did go back to a big lineup with Chris Kaman. Hito Turkoglu is still the highest rated small forward on the Magic. And no ratings changes for them. And Gal Mekel was added, and they finally acknowledged that Shane Larkin is injured. He's been out since the summer with a broken ankle and still hasn't returned to active duty. So, Gal Mekel, decent outside shooter, weak defender, weak ball handler. I'm guessing his handle rating is low and that his pass rating is reasonable, probably like Pressey, like a 72 or something like that. And not very athletic. Alright, so essentially a poor man's Jose Calderon. So yeah, 3-point shot, 73, not that great. He's got a decent mid-range game, but not really. He's not really somebody you should be looking to shoot with at all. Because I'm sure he's not great at creating his own shot. Yep, 82 handle. Not good at creating his own shot. 78 pass, so he's reasonable there. But a poor steal rating. Not a great on-ball defense rating. Good awareness ratings. But 78 speed, it's very slow for a point guard. And he's more or less a very poor man's Jose Calderon. No signature skills. And to be honest, you're probably better off using Ricky Leda as your backup point guard because he has a 90 something handle rating, 91 handle. He's basically this year's Austin Rivers, 67 dunk rating, 85 layup, 79 3-point, and a high handle rating. And he's got pretty decent size. You could use him at small forward, you can use him at point guard, and alternatively, you can use Monte Ellis at point guard, of course, for the Mavericks rather than using Mekel, because that way you have enough minutes to get Wayne Ellington. Vince Carter really should be a small forward, but whatever. I'm not really gonna nitpick the Mavericks too much longer. No more rating changes, so DeAndre Jordan so far is the only one I've noticed. Shengelia, for what it's worth, was activated. He's no longer hurt. He was assigned to the D League. Not that anybody's going to care. Yep, no ratings changes. And we're running out of time. Forgot the power forward's name. Akanuga, Azuana, I don't know. But he's missing. No changes for the Pistons. No changes for the Raptors, and they're still missing Dwight Buyux. I don't know. Aaron Brooks is still the highest rated point guard on the Rockets, and third highest rated on the team. 2K should be ashamed of themselves 6 weeks into their game's release. Yep, no changes for the Suns. Well, this is looking like another craptastic roster from 2K Sports. They added 4 players or 5 players, however many it was, and that's pretty much it. Nothing. So there you have it. Couple guys added. No ratings adjusted aside from possibly DeAndre Jordan. Let me just check my file real quick. And see if it's just a figment of my imagination. Nope, he did get a +1. Let's find out exactly what it is. I'm sure it's something stupid like his vertical rating. La-da. Did I find it? Yep. Okay, so his offensive rebound rating went up 3 points to a 90. His defensive rebound rating went up 2 points to an 84. And that's pretty much it so far. Consistency goes up 10 points to a 65. And I'm not expecting any more changes because then he would have went up more than 1 point. Hustle goes up 2 points from 77 to 79. Yeah, that's it. So we've got offensive rebound, defensive rebound, consistency, and hustle. The rest of DeAndre Jordan's ratings remain the same, and he still has the same signature skills that he did before. And that's your one rating edit for the November 9th roster. Good job, 2K Sports. In addition to DeAndre Jordan, just to recap, Pressey, Faverani, Antic, and Mekel were added to the roster. And just to verify, Luigi D'Antoni did not get added. Okay, so 4 players added, 20 to go, and we had 1 player rating edit over the last 9 days or so. So that is the 2K14 roster update in a nutshell. Nothing too substantial. We added a couple missing players. Still a long way to go. Here's hoping that 2K gets their act together once next gen comes around, because to be honest, I fully expect NBA Live to have no missing players when they release their game, and it's going to be very disastrous, I think, for 2K. That, if you're coming out with all this next gen info and news, and you're going to have enhanced gameplay and all these new modes, but you're still going to have missing players. That's really inexcusable. What are you really using this new technology for if you can't keep accurate rosters? So that's my take on that. Hopefully 2K continues working at their rosters, and I'll be sure to let you know whatever changes they make in the future regarding those. So, hope you guys enjoyed this live stream. Sorry it wasn't more expansive, but 2K only gave me so much content to work with. Thanks, guys, for watching, and I'll probably start playing some 2K14 online again. I was streaming with the Timberwolves, went 6-0, 6-0 with the Timberwolves, and I'm ready to just go until I lose. So keep an eye out for that. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.